Okay, let's practice together a little bit. This kind of practice, the more you practice, it will benefit to you more, and you will know more. Oh, what to do. And ultimate goal is one day you do the gentle one, and you know lung is down there. And enough lung to move, thought, movement, everything, but not the distorted extra one. This is we're trying to clarify it, the healthy lung to move into everything, and the unhealthy, distorted one keep here. Unhealthy means when it stays here, it's healthy. When it goes to wrong place, it becomes healthy. Unhealthy, sorry. Why? It's the wrong location. Do you understand? The children stays in children's room, no problem. Children comes into the kitchen, like Nepali kitchen, knife, everything, and all is a problem. It's not a children problem; it's a location problem. So the lung itself is no problem, but when lung goes the wrong direction, it becomes problem because it bangs with the nerve, channels. In the channel, there's an imprint or whatever. Then it's go like this. So if you have like a trauma, for example, the big one is difficult, but okay one is in the nerve imprint, and then if you every time it need to activate, lung need to go there. Otherwise, it cannot activate. So lung also injured, distorted, and the trauma also there. When this come together, it become very big into our experience. So you cannot heal immediately trauma here, but boosting to the trauma is the lung. So lung and trauma less. Traumatic experience less. And through that, slowly, you handshake, trauma, keep the lung, understanding of conversation, love and compassion. And as a whole, everything is, I will talk about tomorrow, like magic, illusion, healthy, illusory, with emptiness, and suffused by compassion. And the whole body will breathe like that, emptiness, illusion, and what do you call, suffuse the honey, stevia, gluten-free honey, suffused all of the love and compassion with the magical display, relative truth, insight, clarity and luminosity of emptiness. We breathe like that. Perceive like that. Fact is still there because fact is in relative. You understand the relative nature, but you don't lock into everything because you know the nature of freedom. And this consequences, oh, like that, I was trapped, and now, I have a sympathy, compassion, understanding. So, wow. I wish we can live like that. We can. You have a spiritual insight, but worldly, you're not missing also, because you know relative truth. Relative truth did not disappear yet. But the muddy, chemical, vomiting, unnecessary, clear it. But 5 skandhas are still here. Okay, this is long practice. So go back, breathe out. In and hold and push a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. In push and hold, 2, 6, 7, 8, out, in, and push and hold, 7, 8, out, in, push and hold, 9, out. And now I want you to do it. How long up to you? Little longer is better. Up to you, don't follow me. It's your length, how long you want to do. Of course, this practice, this always has effort. Begin by effort. Then one day, maybe a very gentle one. And next one, as a practice, very gentle one, and hold it. Very like 5-10%. Everything 5-10%. If you want, you can rest in shamatha also while you're doing this. Because lung is staying down there, so mind is free. So mind might not need to help lung down there. So mind is free. That's the one of the ultimate goals. The mind no need to insist the lung. Lung will stay its own place, and mind free. You can do rest in natural mind. You can chant mantras, or you can walk your everyday life. With a clear mind, you will have focus, not subtle body and emotional blockages or hindering. Some kind of calm and clear, grounded, and then you can use your mind in any field, any practice. Even you watch TV is much better from that groundedness. If you read book, also good from that. The lung is down there and you know, otherwise something is disturbing. Something coming towards to you, not as a thought, not as a physical, but something is in the feeling world disturbing. And if you do this fast breathing and lung balancing practice, we will not have that. I heard Khenze Rinpoche every morning does this. And I know, I don't know, I didn't know, I didn't see Khenze Rinpoche did that, but Adi Rinpoche always, and Nyoji Khen Rinpoche also, time to time I think. But I know from my bare eyes, Adi Rinpoche always has this grounded. And yesterday I mentioned about mind, what do you call, awareness. Do you remember? Kind of panoramic awareness, alert, and with a grounded. And he lived with that, with the world. Whatever comes, with this two bases. Of course, he might have other bases, but this obvious I can see. You know, second knowing, double knowing, and then lung is on place. Yeah. Oh, so nice. Oh. You cannot continue on one area because the distorted lung says move, move. You want to stay, but the energy says move. The move feels good, but we cannot move whole time, no? So, you know, the lung problem, you whole day you rest, relax, end of the day you feel guilty. But you need to move no matter what. Go upstairs, downstairs, turn on TV, off, listen to this, read a little bit of book, chant a little bit of mantra, little bit of everything. Oh, there's something good. Cannot focus on one area very long. Symptom of gloom. And makes your whole body is like a chicken leg. Do something. This is not okay. This moment not right. Move to the next one. Next one will be okay. Too fast. At the beginning you chant finish 100,000. Oh, so tired. So aware. This is fastest you can go, no? With clear sound. Not right. Om mani padme hum. Om. What are you doing? I'm relaxing. Om mani. You will never finish the mantra. So just relax internally and clear, visualize, calm, clear, strong, relax. And then relax. Then you will stop. You will not chant more than 40 minutes. You get exhausted. Why? Chanting mantra. No, it's long. See, your eyes already bright after practice. I can see. You know, that one of the effect comes to the eyes. You will know. You look at the mirror, your eyes are more clearer. And one day, with the clarity, they will have some guts. Guts in the eyes, not scary one. That guts is based on fear. Right? Gracious? Graceful guts. Like Khyentse Rinpoche. Like a mountain. But not scary, no? Not like. But many times I look at the eyes, there's a lot of fear. Fear, speedy. And kind of not right, this one. This one I don't have fulfillment. My fulfillment will next. Something else different. I don't know why. Maybe this one. So you always lose present moment. So if you carry by the distorted long, we will carry away from the present moment. You cannot meditate on present moment. That is not a present moment. You be in the present moment without meditating. Just long down, clear, and then perceive like a mirror. Let reflection, let objects reflect it in the mirror. And we need to be the mirror. That I will talk about tomorrow, mirror, okay? So, and the next one is the gentle, but you breathe. Big one, not gentle, little bit effort, no breathing when 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, no breathing, holding. Then gentle one, still no breathing. And then you know, oh, lung is down here. I only just need maintaining, maintenance. So the third one is the maintenance. Just a little bit. Then you talk, you breathe, you think, you walk, and work. I wish we all have that. You will have push, little bit effort of doing, but not stress. Do you understand? Effort to do, but don't put effort on the subtle body itself. Effort on the method, practice. Wait. Let me finish. Next, then you can ask question. Tadene 저는 랑신 감 당화 살와 지용으로다 살로 당보도지 감 당화 랑신지 constitution 당화 도지자기래.
So if we keep doing this over and over again, it's like our whole constitution will become bright, fresh, and clarity will start to just naturally be present. Our natural clarity will start to be there.
Then 다들 양 뭐시 그래, 양한테 maintain지 그래. 살와데 살와질래오나 살와들라 뭐 마시나 뱅말이. That's very important. 뭐시 사비슈글라 딜라 스테플 조그래. 땡차지 조그 템포 메나 뱅말이. 살와망고 여래가서 살와 뭐시입니다. 살와데 뭐시 make little bit big deal chen. Oh, the salwa redas. Salwa is sometimes coming out of lungi nyamlina chen ko kamsawa chagira. Tate ngoshenya the salwa is. Then taje kazang lawana je semgi jit knowing thinking awareness ke aware of salwa cheni. Then salwa de junchang ni tenata shinegi zawa de tsugyo gore.
So then, what do we do with this clarity? We have to recognize it. If we don't recognize the clarity, it doesn't benefit us. And even if we recognize it, we still then need to sustain it or maintain it. Or yet again, it's not all that beneficial.
Why? Next time you want, you just can click. Otherwise, clarity came, then gone. When you need it, you might not find. Practice means whenever we need, we can find. It's not we don't have it. We have it, but whenever we want, it is there. That is called practice, from my point of view. We have Buddha nature, we have clarity, we have love, we have compassion, we have everything. But when we want, they're not there. When we need it, it's not there. When we need it the most, it's not there. Why? We didn't practice.
Because when we do this vase breathing, when we work with our lung, sometimes it does clarify our constitution. Our natural clarity does emerge, but then we need to acknowledge it. It's almost like we make a little bit of a big deal about it. Like, this is clarity. We acknowledge it in the form of recognition. And then
give one kadak. Clarity arrived. With the what do you call
a badge.
And bring into the stage, introduce to everyone.
So then we need to learn how learn how to sustain that. And actually, the recognition is, if we remember the four modes of mind, knowing, thinking, awareness, and clarity, it's awareness that is recognizing its own substance or nature, which is that clarity. And once that's recognized, it's the job of shamatha to sustain that, to train in that recognition, and to maintain or sustain that clarity.
신의 생애들라 clarity 냠순 만용 그거라 신의 생애들 갈카오래 신의 야위 생이 되면 용도가 와서 말해 그냥 신의 생애들 샘게 란신 찍찍으로 샘지 란신 찍달라 하고 요래 돈담기 넬로기 란신 샘 달라 하고 요 말데 군속기 란신 샘 템보 지달라 하고 요도 샘 생애들 살신 리바래 so salwata rikwani thondane nepachi duko wore.
This, if we don't recognize this clarity, this natural clarity, then shamatha can't really develop. It's not proper shamatha, because shamatha, the view of shamatha has not been clarified. Or shamatha hasn't recognized its relative nature, and so it's not really proper shamatha. It is said that the relative nature of the mind is that it's clear and aware. And so if we're not sustaining a mind that is clear and aware, we're not sustaining the relative nature with our shamatha, and then it's not really proper. And this is not referring to the ultimate empty nature of the mind. That's a different thing. This is just the relative nature of the mind, which is clear and aware. And sustaining that is the job of shamatha.
The same line, distorted same tang, healthy same yoro. So healthy same day, shineging ang sala. Sala, dogme, mayo shebading la shada di healthy relative same day. Da shada ngaja tato something like not really rangshin mayimba kita bangbuji to distorted mangbuji yoro. Tenzo semba chotore, milan noba chigre. It will destroy the nature, your nature, others' nature. It brings suffering. That is what it is. Sanjay Tadele Taundo Semgi Ranshin Tishena Semji Ranshin Shiva Res Shiva Peace Res Peace the Hakona Rangla Nobachasamare, Shela Nobachasamares. The nature the Hakona Mazul Pentotus. Nature the Hamago. Yowa de kind of distorted the on the shona, Rangla Peng with the Shenla Peng with the no say you to any Shine Gongwe Jim's in there, kind of Pento Yoro.
So shamatha is sustaining a particular natural state, which we can call thought-free, clear nowness. And this clarity, or the clear part, is this clarity. It's this relative nature of being clear and aware. And this is very beneficial to sustain, because when the mind's recognizing its relative nature, it's not falling under the power, chasing after anger, jealousy, pride, desire, and getting all churned up, which then harms others and makes us lose our nature, and then makes it difficult for others to recognize their nature. And so not being caught up in that turbulence is the reason that the Buddha recognized the value of this view of shamatha, recognizing our relative nature and sustaining that. And he said, actually, what's more natural to us than this turbulence is peace, is a peaceful nature. And training in that, knowing that, we don't harm others as much, we don't harm ourselves as much, it's beneficial to us to recognize and sustain this nature, which is peaceful, clear, and aware. And not knowing that nature, we continually get caught up and follow after all these turbulent emotions and thoughts, end up harming others and harming ourselves. So it's really beneficial to know this.
Then shine sangde sanji ge nyamni che yores. Ani Buddhist follower ge nyamni che gres. Ina de shine ge kom ge ti chinang mutek pada. Hindu tang Buddhist tumung ge lamres.
Shamatha is a practice that the Buddha engaged in, and it's a practice that Buddhist practitioners engage in a lot. But it's not like a practice that only belongs to Buddhism. Shamatha is a common practice, in fact, for Buddhists and other approaches, Hindus and others. It's a general feature of spiritual training.
Then sanji ge shine komna peto do tene shine ten yores. Sanji ge o shine sangde komna pento dos. Pento dos. Shine rabdo tembe langtong ge. Nyomun number zen jomje jings shiwala ge. Shine rabdo ten ko dos. Tene shine rabdo tembe tone langtong de dumna yangwe yong dos. Langtong sangde sangi nelo ngo shedre. Dondam tembe nelo ngo shedre langtong se yor. And shine sangde konsup de big nelo ngo shedre. Shine se yor.
The Buddha said that
Konsup de misem sheba. Dondam de misem sheba.
The Buddha said that shamatha is very beneficial, to rest in shamatha, to cultivate shamatha. It is very beneficial, and we should do it. But it's also a basis. And so, as Shantideva said, a mind well grounded in shamatha gives rise to vipassana, prajna, and that destroys the kleshas, or the afflictive emotions. So shamatha also serves as a basis for vipassana. And vipassana is what recognizes our ultimate nature, is like the wisdom element. So in a sense, shamatha knows the relative nature of the mind, and vipassana is what knows the ultimate nature of the mind.
Truth yorwa.
Just connected to the two truths.
Da shine gane gongpures. Shine korha goswa.
So does this make sense about shamatha?
Da ngune shine korang. Shine blah blah about shamatha and actually how to practice shamatha need to come together. One is how, one is why. Why is gone, now how? So how are you? Tani sumdua. Sumare. Da salwa de ngoshen. Sawal wangshi ka salwa yan yore. Ishi ka salwa yan yore. Tangbo wangshi ki wangbol pa mikzum ne amjol ne mute boss kon made wajin pa sen. Or Sony mute, reduce sound. That you can only do in airport. Meditation time now. Take all the noise block, whatever. Whatever. Kare yema majupati ngala. Tingala salwa sure. Tangchachi salwa. Tingala semti tingala. Wangshi ka salwa ina tigore. Tumaga salwaina dag music nyambo emotion jesu dai ke jamare music feeling ite de mare music korang la tatang sange music dasal lange ko de mala music jen yang chi music la tene all memory trigger jen feeling jore tike ja khare ti nyomong che segre deba yang che segre nyomong che tende yamare ina te mare dak korang tang sange that ko manga wasalang 당자 살자 정하는 샤샤나 그래서 강가 신이 텐진 라우지레 왕볼 템비 신이 텐진 되니 얘기고 걸 얘기 셔바 당 중에 저는 신이 템미 셔 셔바랑 랑살 살와당 하나 살랑에 샤
So how to practice shamatha? We use the clarity of the mind. We contact, recognize the clarity. There's different kinds of clarity. There's, the clarity of our senses, and there's the clarity of wisdom. There's the clarity of the mind, and so we're contacting and recognizing clarity, and then sustaining that. So this is not a practice where we get our noise-canceling headphones and our nose plugs and block everything out. It's not okay to practice shamatha with noise-canceling headphones.
Of course, if you really need it, next door is too much party. There's no choice, yeah?
We should have our senses open, and the clarity that is in our senses is a way to use a support. There's the support of an object, and the clarity of perceiving that object as a support for developing shamatha. So it can be any sense object. It can be the clarity of a smell, or the clarity of a sound. So if there's music that we can hear, that can serve as a basis of sustaining clarity in shamatha, but not in the sense that we're getting drawn into the emotion of the music and following after it. It's not that the music triggers an old memory and then we're caught up in the memory and the emotion that it brings up. That's not cultivating the clarity of shamatha. It's the sound.
That can heal sometime. If you have some wound, something, you can do a little bit that. Sorry.
But
yeah, drink.
It's the sound itself. It's the clarity of perceiving sound. If it's a pleasant sound or an unpleasant sound, either way, the sound is being experienced with a type of clarity that's in our senses. And that is the way in which shamatha on sound can be practiced, not getting caught up in the emotion of the song. Or the eyes, or any sense base. And so this is shamatha with support. It's using the support of a sense object and the clarity that the sense object has in our perception to sustain the natural clarity. And then there's another kind which is not based on one of our senses, but is the mind's clarity in itself. And just sustaining that without a particular object or support is called shamatha without support. And that one's called clear, thought-free nowness. We've already understood the clarity part.
남도 사바 thinking chen ma thought yong chogore dan ina thinking chen deliberately zamba bayo ko shana thought jo yona kaya ma dela thought free labyo mare thought free re.
So the thought-free element, there's a distinction between deliberately, actively thinking versus thoughts popping up. And so this is not, thought-free does not mean no thoughts are allowed to pop up. It means we're not deliberately thinking and ruminating, but thoughts are allowed to pop up. That's important.
다 텔라 살왕알라 샤자 남도질 용 탁스 다디 띵킹 제기요메데 그래 하고는 디 즈바쇼나 제니 숨 코왕도 쇼르소나 디게 털기 왕도 쇼르와이나 되니 당은에 다다
통매차기 말이.
도메차기 말이 다 살왕알라 롱용 조거래 살왕알라 드마야 하고 살왕알라 남도제 밥자래 디 간직 말이 wind can come, bird can come, mosquito can come. Then actually one thought can also came. Sawangani.
So the way we know whether it's thoughts popping up versus deliberate thinking is when the thought pops up, how much grasping we have and involvement. And if the thought becomes another thought and then another thought and then another thought and a chain of thinking, that's a sign that we're caught up in the thought, being carried away by the thought. There's grasping in it, and then we're losing the thought-free state. But just resting in clarity, of course, breezes are allowed to blow by, and sounds are allowed to happen, and birds are allowed to fly through the sky, and in the same way, thoughts are allowed to pop up. It's actually kind of the same.
Ichi came. Ichi. When you practice shamatha, is allowed to have ichi-ness or no? So? So thought can come. What's the big deal? But don't make it a real thought. Means fixated thought. Just natural kind of pop-ups. Many shamatha practitioners make mistake here because that thing not thought at all. And then they become very like, what do you call? Aggressive for thought-free. I'm a practitioner of truly, really practitioner of non-thought. They become very aggressive. Then, of course, after a few minutes, you get really tired again. First effect comes in your brain almost like splitting. Don't come. Stay here. That itself is another thought. Good. But there's always a but. Tendege sala tome tela tatengala netobak tapchegol. Sala tome yowa nebi taptela ta tenda session gi nebarchegre.
But we have to learn how to rest and remain in that state.
Rest. What do you understand rest? I like rest before. Now I don't like rest. The word of rest has a problem. Huh? Remain?
Remain.
Abide is good. See? They are smarter than you.
That's true. Much smarter.
Are you happy they are more smarter than you?
Yes, very happy.
Yeah, I mean, he's translating Nepa as abiding.
경화당 Nepa des
Kagadwa. Abiding is Joma Marwa.
Abiding is Nepa.
Abiding better, yeah.
maybe better.
What do you say? Resting, yeah. Resting. Resting. Huh? Huh? Allow. 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 I don't know which one.
Being also.
Being also.
Nepa.
That nebaji yorada. Tita de jangudu. Ne
Nepa kyanggodo.
nebaji da ngazo, I think we understand nebaji do adene sala tome mewa. Titinala. Somewhere salwo yimba. Metopo yowa. Ani that di 요와레베 네바레스나 네바레 요마레 요산데 그 지카스 요스는 제수 장사레 남도 제수 장 다기 제수 장 디 제수 장 다당 트당 남도 제수 만당장 하네 거요와 간사 살와요와 살와요베 하고요와라 랑만도 네바스레 코랑기 옌지 제수 만당와 랑게 랑사나 네네 랑사나 살라 또메 메요와 네네 되니 자하고 지하고 normally nga 제가 말 nga zo rangsa yedu kore dahago na dag jesu rangsala jiana jig jesu do rangsala namdo shana namdo jig jesu rangsala ta rangsa te shene jika go rangsa te sala tome sengdre tati miwa chene tati nego do segre
So.
You understand my Tibetan? Almost look like, yeah. You feel like that, no? I know it.
I didn't understand either.
What?
So this term nepa, which we're discussing, has a sense of abiding, remaining. There's something that
Opposite of not moving. Not moving. I don't know what you call it.
it's opposite of moving. Moving in the sense of
stillness also.
running away.
Stillness.
Yoa da miyoa, right? Nepa da miyoa. Chipara.
Jibare.
So we could use the word stillness also. Because the opposite of nepa, or abiding, is movement. Chasing after this, which we're always doing. Chasing after a smell, chasing after a sound, chasing after an image, chasing after a thought and emotion. We're never like resting in our own place.
Wow. Okay, you can say that. Here, no bad.
Got excited.
You can use, now you can free to use language because we explained already. So they have a new connection, new connotation of resting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're never abiding in our own place. And this abiding, this place or stillness, in this particular case, is a stillness that is not chasing after this thought and that sound and this image and this emotion. It's remaining in its own nature, which in
What?
this,
Okay, very, very delicate this one. Okay, say it, try.
which
I want to check now.
which in this case is clear, thought-free nowness. That's what its own state or its own stillness or its own place refers to in this case. Remaining or abiding, the mind remaining or abiding in its own nature or place is clear, thought-free nowness. Or not.
He didn't explain the other side. But da kochogre, tri kochogre, ro kochogre. Then neba yoba, da goa yoba, jesu manawa, sumdua.
Nepa yopa, dra goa, dra jesu madrawa.
Manawa.
Chasa nyamdu,
Nyamdu yogre.
rangsa nepa.
Then rangsar. Neba de lana, dai jesu drosarawa. Di jesu drosarawa. Yang, oh, dayan kochog mare, dayan kochog mare, neba jangbaji kola na, dayan trig mare. Delicate wa, chiksan kona trig mare la ya chir. Chik koyong di wangdo shoro es. Tene nyakar mayimba. Tele chine rewa.
This is actually quite delicate because there's three things happening at the same time. There's the abiding or the stillness, but everything, there's a knowingness, so everything can be known. So we can hear the sound with the stillness or the abiding, and yet we're not chasing after the sound. So there's three things: the not chasing after, and yet the knowing or the hearing, and the stillness and the abiding. Because if we chase after, we lose the abiding, we lose the stillness, and then we chase after. Or we block both. We block the knowingness, and we're not chasing after, and we try to lock down the stillness. That's also not shamatha. Proper shamatha has those three at the same time.
Very beautiful state, really. Yeah, some sort of ground place, but beautiful open flower, but not necessarily chase after. What do you call indulging? You see this some Indian yogis, in face, Tibetan yogis also, practitioners also. Nimkurili Baba. His eyes has carry that. Very free, alert, calm and peace. Yeah. It's not like he's drawn somewhere like what? What time is now? Is this day or is night? Sorry, I went in a deep samadhi. Or like chasing like a fish. What do you call?
Like a hook.
Hook. Each thought, oh clarity, 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 clarity. Oh, that counting the thoughts as a clarity, not like that also. Thought, thought came, but you still has stillness, abiding, resting, whatever we want to go. Of course, there's some kind of resting element there. That is shamatha. After, when you finish, tomorrow. Okay. She's giving me a face. Okay. Maybe urgent. Yeah.
Does that resting place nourish lung?
Also, yes.
Thank you.
So if you can rest that, it will nourish lung also. But you can do manually lung, encourage this one. So I told you both. Sometimes this one cannot rest because lung is so disturbed. Forget about resting here. Hello, my lung. Handshake lung a little bit. Maybe just merely handshake the lung. Lung will go back. Oh, I know. I'm going back. I know. So already okay. Then you can do shamatha, or then you can do any other practice. Maybe lung, I know. but still not going. And then you go there with a lovingly, can we walk together? We walk together. So then you do gently, not like, oh, you're up there, I'm going to bring you force. Then another emotion pop up. Gentle, kind, very kind. Kind is not like a kind in the manner of respect. Because you, Lung, you're going here, it's not your place. Your place is here. I'm not making you like a cheap kind. Cheap, selfish kind. No. Because it's good for you. I know. Transparent. You go, it's good for you, good for me. I'm also wanting some good from you. And it's for good for you also. It's not like, oh, it's good for you. For me, no problem. That time is gone. So good for me, good for you. And then Long feels, oh, Long need to trust us also. Because anything, something not right, we scold them too much already. And they have this wound. They cannot trust us. The feeling has wound to the mind. Mind always say, push, or disregard, ignore, so many things we did from the head. So that the feeling can, oh, this guy, I don't know, looks quite nice, but shall I trust or not? So honesty, important, yeah. Part of healing. Thank you. Swanam Diye Tamje Zigbani Om Ni Nyebe Dhanam Pamje Jega Nachi Bala Dubaye Siben Sole Roa Sho. By this merit missions be attained, and may the adversary kleshas be conquered. From the ocean of samsara, with its stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, may all sentient beings be free. Chanju semjo rinpoche, maje panam je yoron chik, jeba nyamba memba yang. May the precious bodhicitta arise where it has not arisen, and where it has arisen, may it not diminish, but increase further and further. Yeah. So, please practice. Now you have few practices, no? You can alternate, see which way good. Here, go, jump this one, jump that, jump that. It's not like a like what you call stagness, stagness. No, huh? No rigid, yeah, no. So aim for the last one. Then whenever you need handshake, handshake. Whenever you need lung, do lung. But aim for shamatha without support.
If you could just remain for for a moment. We have a couple of people we're not sure whether they arrived or not. So if you